Hello and welcome to the second episode of the finglishknits knitting podcast. My name is Jenny and I am a Finnish knitter living in Scotland with my partner and our dog Isla. I live just outside of Edinburgh, and yeah. Thank you so much for all your comments on my first episode, and thank you for so many of you for subscribing. I can't believe how many of you have, which is amazing. It's amazing. I was really worried that no one was going to watch this, so yeah, thank you so much. Or you know, I was like expecting that maybe a couple of friends would watch this, but like I wasn't expecting so many people to watch it, which yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. It's been about a month, I think. It's been about a month, I think, since my last episode. It's just been really busy for some reason, and I did film once, but then I ended up, I don't know, I felt like I talked about nothing, and then after I finished filming I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Lesson learned: always take some notes and maybe don't film on your lunch break, without planning at least. But we're here, and having filmed like about a week later, this is about a week later than my original attempt to film my second episode, and this time I actually have some finished objects, which is quite nice. But yeah, before I get on this, I'm gonna have a quick sip of tea. I've kind of rediscovered that wearing lipstick means that your mugs are always going to be, you know, stained. I used to wear lipstick basically all the time pre-COVID, but obviously with masking you couldn't, and now I feel like I'm relearning how to do that. But yeah. Funny things you don't remember, like stains on cups. But yes, finished objects. I call these finished. I have not woven in the ends or blocked them, so maybe this doesn't count as an finished object for some people, but I have finished all the knitting sections, therefore for me it is finished. I'm gonna tuck in the ends because it'll make this much easier to show, so bear with me for a second. Here we go. So my first finished object is a pair of socks, and in fact my second one is also a pair of finished socks. So these are my little socks that I finished. I cast these on in July when I visited the Uvascular Knit Festival with my friends, and yeah, they just kind of languished without getting finished for absolute months because I just wasn't working on them. But I had 2 work Christmas parties over the last 2 weeks, so I like to have something to kind of keep my hands busy as I'm going. So also my other projects have kind of got to a point where they're a little bit too big to like take on a bus and stuff, so I've been working on socks. So yeah, I finally finished these. I have no idea who the dyer is. I bought them off someone in a D-Stash Facebook page, I think, because I've bought self-striping sock yarn from her loads of times before and they never have any brand names, or she doesn't mention them. I have a feeling that she might dye them herself. But yeah, I really like these. I think they're super cute. I don't know what is going on. I'm in my pink season, clearly. I was one of those teenagers who was like, oh, I don't like pink, it's a girly colour. And then I realised in my 30s that actually it's okay that pink is a girly colour, and in fact maybe it's not such a girly colour after all. You know, it's an everyone colour and it's okay for me to wear it. But you know, my mum was one of those people who would like insist on like, you know, dressing you up in frilly pink dresses. So I think it was just like a you know, my way of rebelling. I had very minimal teenage rebellion, as you can see. My rebellion consisted of basically just wearing black. Anyway, after that tangent, socks finished, self-striping with contrast heels, toes and cuffs. I had two 20-gram balls for contrasts. I used a pink entirely, but not on this. I used it on another work in progress that I will talk about later. But yeah, that's why I couldn't do full. I knew that I wouldn't have enough to finish the toes completely in the pink. I literally had like that much left over when I finished doing the grafting on the toes, so well planned me. But yeah, super cute. Just need to weave the ends in because yeah, I never do straight after. Lazy me. I always want to do the fun things. But yeah, very cute. Very happy to have a new pair of socks. They will go into my sock box. I will probably not wear them for a bit. I quite like to have like a box where I can pick up a fresh pair of socks for, I'm not going to say like special occasions, but you know, if it's like Christmas or something, I like to have some reason for like picking up a fresh pair of socks. Don't know why. There's no reason for it. I just like it. Mark the occasion. My second pair of socks, which I have finished, and in fact the final finished object for the day, are these very, very long 2x2 socks. I have not woven the ends in. I've just tucked everything in except for this toe. But yeah, they're just a 2x2. I know they look tiny, but I have actually tried these on and they do fit my legs, so it's fine. But yeah, sorry, I don't know why I'm so rambly today. I clearly didn't really plan enough. I was kind of hurrying because we've only got like maybe 40 minutes before the sunset, so I was like, oh, I need to film now, or I won't again for another week, and frankly it's almost Christmas, so I just wanted to get it out of the way. So 2x2 long socks, no pattern, I just made it up, and yeah, they're long enough that I can fold them over, which was rather the point. So I wanted ones that I can fold over like so. We'll see whether I actually like it, but I like the idea of it, so yeah. These are DK weight. If you didn't watch last episode, I knit these in Regia 6-ply tweed in the natural colourway, just has some brown and black tweedy bits, and yeah, it was a 150-gram ball, which I don't remember the exact meterage because I think it's like, I'm gonna say it's like maybe 250 meters per 100 grams, so whatever that is in 150 grams. So I have quite a bit left over actually, which I'll probably use as a contrast color on some other socks, but yeah, done. I do still want to make a pair of Christmas socks. I normally do a pair of Christmas socks every year, well I have done for the last I think maybe 4 years, and I would like to do it again this year. We'll see. So those are my finished objects, and then I have a couple of works in progress to show you. I will have some more tea. Right, onwards and upwards. Ooh, oh goodness. Right, let me see how I can show this without. Ooh, so many ends to weave in, so many. So this is a work in progress. Oh Jesus. Bear with me. I'm in the second sleeve, so I still have needles on the first sleeve because I wasn't going to try it on properly before I decided to get it on the cuffs. Ooh. So many things. Sorry for the clanking if you can hear it. It's just my needles clanging against each other, so I'm going to try and avoid by
taking the needles through. Sorry, I don't know why I'm taking so long to do this, probably because this project was in a way too small of a bag.
We're getting there, I promise, we're getting there. Okay. Here we go. I don't know how much you can actually see. I'll show you the back, that's easier. So this is my Daft Days cardigan by Rebecca of the Crow Bear Knitting Podcast. Rebecca Clow, if you're looking up her on Ravelry. So this is the first sleeve, which is done, and the second sleeve is doing okay. I haven't done the button band or the neckband obviously yet, so everything's curling at the front, so but it's you know, what is the non-V-neck cardigan, like, I don't know, normal cardigan, all the way, like buttoned up all the way, like a sweater shaped cardigan. What is wrong with me today? I'm not normally someone who particularly likes kind of round neck cardigans. That's probably the term, isn't it? But I just loved this pattern so much that I signed up to do the test knit. The pattern has been out for a while, and it is a charity pattern for a limited time, so you should totally go and buy it. There is also a shawl version. All of the proceeds go to charity until I can't remember, so I'm going to put information here, and I'm going to put Rebecca's like picture here as well, so you can see what the original looked like. I think it would have also really been fun to do a V-neck version, just because I mostly wear V-neck things, but I think it's looking quite cute like this as well. But yeah, super happy. This is kind of intended to be an advent pattern. I used a partial advent that I got in a eBay D-stash special. So I had, don't want to lie to you, but I used 16 skeins of like an 18 skein partial advent that I had for this, and then I just added a few other colours from my stash to like bulk it out a bit, just because I wanted to do all of the stripes in different colours, whereas Rebecca's, I think hers uses 3 of the colours or 4 of the colours again. In her size you could do that, but in mine you would have run out of yarn, so I just wanted to do all of them once, and I think it looks really cute. Yeah, I have only one, and obviously because I'm a, you know, I'll call myself a perfectionist, because that's really what I am in many ways. There is one little mistake that I did in this that really annoys me. I don't know if you can spot it, but this white between the kind of yellow and the, I don't know, kind of browny yellow, is a little bit wider than the other stripes. That's because I did 2 extra rows on there, which is really annoying because it is right on my bust line, right in the middle. So we'll see. I might do some sweater surgery if I can be bothered, depending on how much it bothers me once I have finished it. But yeah, otherwise love it. Yeah, it's super cute. It's a charity pattern. It's a great way to use all of your advent minis, or some of your advent minis, or just, you know, stash bust if you have lots of minis in general, or leftovers. Yeah, it also looks great as a kind of 2-colour version, which I have seen both Rebecca and a few other people do. Yeah, it's a really fun slip stitch stitch pattern. Very, very satisfying. Yeah, not much else to say about that. Oh, I didn't say who the partial advent was from. It is from Olivia and Oliver, or Oliver and Olivia. I think Olivia and Oliver. Don't ask me to quote. I'll put it on the screen. And my kind of neutral main colour is Filcolana's Peruvian Highland Wool in the colour Marzipan, which is a super, super lovely colour. I can see why it's so popular. Yeah. I feel like I talked about that for ages without actually saying anything, but you know, that's just the state of my brain at the moment. Don't ask me why. I could not tell you. I'm going to double check that the filming is still going on because my phone has been a bit funny. Right, more works in progress. I don't know if I don't think I had started Daft Days in my last episode. This next project I had started, but it was still in pieces, so you couldn't really see much of it. I'm sorry if this is covered in dog hair. My dog sheds like an absolute ton. You wouldn't think so because she's quite short-haired, but she does. There is dog hair everywhere on every surface and every piece of clothing that I own. But this is the Jackpot jersey by Lydia Morrow of What Lydia Makes, and this is again a test knit, and no, I did not finish it in time. I don't know what it is about the 2.75mm Chowgoos. Every time I have to knit on those, it makes my fingers bleed, which is not conducive to finishing test knits on time. But yeah, it's looking really cute. I don't have too long on the arm, and then I just need to do the other arm. In a series of really silly mistakes that I have done with my knits recently, so this pattern has optional bust darts, or chest shaping, or something, whatever it was called. So Lydia gives you instructions on how to decide on like what cup size basically to do. There's 4, so A, B, C and D, and I got my partner to help me with measuring, and I don't know if I just didn't give him like clear instructions on what I needed him to do, or if I just made a silly mistake in some other way. I don't know, but I ended up measuring wrong and not really thinking anything about it. I was just like, oh, okay, B cup, sure, I'll go with that. That seems a bit small, but maybe it's fine. It's not. I remeasured after I sewed this together when I realised that the front was like way too short, and I should have gone for the, maybe there's 5 cup sizes. Anyway, I should have gone for the 4th instead of the 2nd cup size. Cheers. Big difference, as it turns out. So I'm going to do the sleeves, and then if I feel like it, I might unpick the sides. I want to unpick them anyway because my mattress stitch looks like horrendous. Yeah, I might do some sweater surgery where I'll just cut, like I'll pick up stitches directly above the bust darts and directly below, and then I'll just re-knit the bust section again and then just craft it together at the top. I'm quite used to doing that because I don't want to frog the entire thing, so I will much rather do some sweater surgery. So I feel quite comfortable doing that. It's more just whether I can be bothered. It actually fits me quite nicely with a sports bra, which kind of fits with the sportswear vibe anyway. but it might be nice to be able to wear it with a normal bra without it riding up like mad the front, especially because it's quite cropped. So so I think it'll look better if I just, you know, bite the bullet and do it. It's really well designed pattern. I really like all of the shaping details and stuff. I will say, when I signed up for the test knit, I didn't quite like, I should have probably read it properly, but I didn't really like, it didn't fully kind of register that it was done in pieces, like fully, except for the sleeves, which you pick up and knit, but it just didn't register. So when I started knitting it, I was like, no. I know there are lots of good reasons on why seaming garments is, you know, great in terms of structure and various things, but I hate doing it. I hate it. I know some people think that, you know, knitting pieces is great for, like, you know, being able to transport them and stuff. I just can't enjoy it. I started with seamed garments and I just don't like it. I just don't enjoy it. So I likely won't do it frequently. In some cases, like this one, I do think it, you know, is worth it, and, you know, it'll look great, but I hate working on it. So but yeah, I'll put a picture of Lydia's finished version so you can see what it's supposed to look like. I'm not sure what kind of so you're supposed to do like a duplicate stitch embroidery on the front, or I think Lydia calls it Swiss darning, but yeah, I haven't decided what I want to do on mine. I'll do something, but some point in the future, not soon. Right, I think I have something else, but I can't remember what, and I don't know where it is. Ooh. I know I have another project. Where are you? That is the question. That is the question. Where has my project disappeared off to? Bear with. Whew, okay. Sorry, I had to like run up and down the stairs. I do have another work in progress, which, oh my goodness, why is there so much dog hair on this? Wow. What have I done? Okay. Bear with me a moment. I'm gonna put this on a stitch holder so that you can actually see something, because this is for some reason on the smallest needle known to man. Ooh. So this project is, I think, yes, I had cast this on last time, I think, but I was not very far in because I had made a very silly mistake. You sense the theme. This is not a test knit, but I had made a very silly mistake where I had cast it on while I was away at a dance camp / holiday, and during the day I was, you know, I was like, I just want something really easy to knit while I'm, you know, having a rest. Yet apparently raglan is not super simple when you don't have stitch markers. So that's the back. So here it is. You can kind of see it better now, I think. Oh my god, how is this much dog hair on it still? This has been in my project bag, but still has like extraordinary amounts of dog hair on it. I don't know how. Yeah, so this is my raglan. What I had done last time as my very silly mistake, or not last time, but prior to having to recast this on, my silly mistake was that instead of you know, doing increases on like here, here, here and here. I had only done increases on here, here and here. So I had missed the increases on this section. Don't ask me how, it's just extraordinarily silly of me. But I have now finished the first bowl, which is I think where I had got to last time before I realised my mistake. So we're back to where we started basically. Yeah, it's kind of getting really dark, so I don't know how much you can see, but it's essentially a broken rib pattern raglan. This is called the Lunati by, I don't remember what the designer's name is. I will put it here with the picture somewhere. But yeah, I'm knitting this in Derarum Natura Elise in the colorway Forêt. Don't ask me to pronounce anything French because I cannot, but that was my attempt. Please be kind to me. I don't know how to speak French. But yeah, it's really nice. It's the first time I've actually worked with Elise and I really like it. It's a non-superwash merino, which is like kind of somewhere, it has a flexible gauge. I think it can be kind of sport or fingering depending on what you're using it for. I think some people have used it as like a DK. I think it's a bit light for DK, but you could get away with it. But yeah, it feels really, really nice. It's really nice to knit with and I'm looking forward to working on it. After that long ramble, that was all my finished objects and works in progress. That was the last one. I do have loads of other works in progress, but I'm not going to show those to you because either they have like 3 rows on them, or they're just not very active at the moment. I have like a long line of hooks on my wall here in my craft room where all of my project bags are hanging, and believe me, there are many. They will get worked on at some point, or they'll get frogged. Maybe at some point I will talk you through some of them, but for now they're just waiting for their turn. Right, before I finish off, I thought I would talk you through some of my plans for the kind of upcoming holiday season and also kind of the beginning of the year. I work at a university and we close on the 21st of December and open up again in early January, so I have like a good chunk of leave that I don't have to like, it comes out of my allowance, but like, you know, it's not annual leave where I think I'll have like work piling up during it. It's just kind of a really nice time to have some like proper break time and that you don't have to worry about coming back to like carnage. So I'm looking forward to doing some very relaxed crafting over the holiday break. I'm going to Finland to visit my family on the 28th. I'm coming back in early January, so I will also be taking some projects with me to work on while I'm there. My time in Finland is normally split between, you know, seeing friends and family and just kind of laying about doing absolutely nothing, which knitting is perfect for. So yeah, let me talk about some of the things that I'm excited to cast on or continue working on. Right, so this is the first thing that I want to work on, or rather my mum has requested a scarf from me, a Sophie shawl essentially. Well, she wants it as a Sophie shawl, which I have not cast on yet. I'm gonna probably cast on like this coming week. It's now it is the 17th, so I'm hoping to cast on next week, and then I'll work on it like en route to Finland and over Christmas itself. But after that, after Sophie Shawl, I also really want to make a pair of mittens. I feel like I should probably do these before Finland, or at least try to, because I will need a pair in Finland, and my dog basically ate my mittens. I know that sounds like a story where you try to get away with, you know, not having done your homework, but she genuinely ate half of my mittens. I don't know how. She's not normally one to like go after knitted things, but she did. So fun times. So plans that are for me and not my mother. Also plans that I have yarns on for. Nope, I still don't have yarn for my month project, but we'll get there. So to get started with my mitten plan. So I know this looks like absolute nothing, and it looks enormous as well. I agree, it looks absolutely enormous. I don't know why. I cast this on last year. I'll probably just frog this and start again, but you can see where we start. This is my colour combination. This is a combination of, no, it's all Jamieson and Smith. Jamieson and Smith, Jamieson and Smith. It's all Jamieson and Smith. Shetland wool from the Shetland Isles, and this is the 2-ply jumper weight. My plan is to make a pair of Mīlēt mittens by Ysolda Teague. This is exactly the colorway that she uses, or rather the colors that she uses. I think hers is made using phenol, but I just chose what I think is pretty similar. I'll put a picture here so you can see what the finished object looks like. This doesn't tell you much. But yeah, I've been wanting to make a pair of like kind of rustic, well, Shetland wool is fairly rustic, you know, if you compare it to like merino and stuff, but it's still soft. But I want to make some colourwork mittens, and this has been on my queue for a couple of years, so this is the year for them. Maybe instead of doing Christmas socks, I'll make Christmas mittens this year. That's my first project that I want to work on. Next one is some plans. Right, I'll start with these. I hope you can still see because it's getting really dark and it's also started to rain, so sorry, just making lots of crunchy noises with the label. So I have some yarn. These are the same color. This is just bound up, and this is on a skein. This is some Pigment and Ply alpaca sock with 60% merino, 20% alpaca and 20% nylon. There's fingering weight, and it's in the colorway Mīlēt, which is from one of her Taylor Swift collections. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see like the colors properly. It has kind of like this lilac-y hues with some of this like dusty blue. It's amazing, love it. It's not a colorway that I would normally go for, A, because it's kind of highly variegated, and 2, it has lilac in it, which is a bit cool for my normal color choices. But I want to make a Lento out of these. I always forget, but I'm also wearing a Lento today. This is the Lento sweater by Jonna Hietala, which was in the Liner magazine. So I made this in my normal size, but with slightly smaller needles, so it fits a bit more closer to the body. And I didn't do the fold over neck, I just knitted it as long as I suggested, and then I just didn't fold it up. But yeah, I basically want to do another one of these. I haven't decided what colour mohair I want to pair it with. I'm thinking of this, which I think is Latte maybe by Filcolana Tilia. But yeah, I'm either thinking of like a neutral like this, or like leaning into the lilac and getting some sort of light lavender, light lilac mohair to go with it. Haven't decided, but I expect I'll be ordering some when I order some yarn from my mum's scarf. I would have made it from Stash, but she specifically requested blue merino, and I have no blue merino, or rather I have one skein of like merino silk and some like tweedy merino, but that's not really, I think that's not exactly what she wants, so I have to order some, and maybe I'll order some mohair to go with my Lento. So that is one plan. And then the second one is so I have been wanting to knit the Stick Season by Rebecca of the Crowbear for a while, but I want to make it without the sticks pattern at the top, so it'll be a stickless Stick Season. I'll put a picture up in here so you can see what it looks like. It has really nice shaping, and I think it fits beautifully, so I thought I would like to do like a stockinette version of it. Because I'm quite busty, I don't like having something that kind of, especially in a heavier knit, I think if it's going to cut right above my bust, it's just not gonna be the look that I want, so I'm gonna do it without the sticks. I have a few options on what I would like to knit it in. The first one is this beautiful Rauwerk merino that I got at Unravel a couple of years ago. It's actually the first time I met Rebecca on the Rauwerk booth, which is quite fun. So yeah, this kind of beautiful dark green. Again, it's quite dark in here, so I don't know how much you can see, but yeah. So this is option one. Option two is either using some mohair and drops Nord. I don't have it right next to me, but I'm thinking either using that yarn combo, drops Nord and mohair, or I've got some woolly knit cones, which might be quite a nice option as well. Currently I'm kind of leaning towards this, but I will have to do some swatching and think about it. I know, swatching and me, I'm not a big one for swatching if I can avoid it, but I feel like maybe I should this time. But yeah, that is my current contender for what I want to make it in. And that is all of the projects that I want to talk to you about today. I have a lot of things that I want to make in the next year, and a lot of things that I want to work on right now, but I feel like I need to try and be kind of reasonable and not cast on like 17 things. I need to try and finish off some of the things that I have on my needles already. Right, hello, this is future Jenny cutting in. It is now end of January 2024, and I filmed this episode originally the week before Christmas. It's taken me a really long time to get this edited, and even longer to try and wait for like when I have time during daylight hours to film this little outro thing. My original kind of ending of the video talked a lot about Christmas and the kind of in between days between Christmas and New Year, and yeah, I just wanted to film a little bit at the end to just say sorry it's been such a long time, and yeah, to let you know that it has genuinely been that long since I filmed it. I'm hoping that the next episode will be much sooner. I'm hoping to finish to film it this weekend. I've finished a lot of things in January, so I have a few bits to show you. But yeah, more about that next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience and, you know, waiting for this. I hope some of you are still around, and yeah, I hope you've had a really good start to 2024. And if you have any fun plans or goals that you have for 2024, feel free to put them down in the comments. I'd love to hear about them. I'll talk about those more for myself in the next episode, which will hopefully be soon. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.